Okay, so hi guys, it's been a while. But today's vlog is gonna be me flying from Cape Town to Sweden and the first few days in Sweden. And I'm really excited for you guys to see this video. I'm really sorry for being away for so long, but I do have an explanation. It's not an excuse, but this small thing right here, I forgot it in my father's bag, and this is probably the most important thing for editing for me because I don't have a lot of space on my laptop and I can't like load videos onto my laptop and edit them at the same time and like have the videos on my laptop. They need to be on my hard drive because I don't have enough space on my laptop, and they finally sent it to me in a package. I'm so happy because now I can edit. I only have 2 weeks left here, but I'm still gonna try and upload as many videos as I can in those 2 weeks, and then I'll obviously upload videos when I'm back home. The past 6 months have been a very transformative journey for me, but you guys will get to see that in the vlogs ahead. But I really hope you enjoy this vlog, and I hope you subscribe and like the video and do all that fun stuff that YouTubers say to do. I'm clearly not a YouTuber because I don't upload. No, the second half of this year is gonna be my I can't even say it because I know myself. But 2027 is gonna be my year where I actually upload videos and stuff. But anyways, I'm rambling on now. Watch the video. Bye. So this was the beginning of my study abroad journey. I started in Cape Town, flew to Johannesburg, and honestly, I don't think it fully hit me yet that I was moving across the world. I just want you to see this extremely embarrassing moment. We got to the lounge in Joburg before the flight, and the food was actually really good. I think that this was the moment where everything started feeling exciting instead of stressful. And we were just sitting there waiting for this massive trip ahead of us and trying to process the fact that in less than a day I'd be living in an entirely different country. And then suddenly we were on the 7-hour flight to Dubai. I spent most of the flight watching movies, trying to sleep, failing to sleep, and obviously reviewing the plane food because that's basically mandatory on long haul flights. At this point, I was excited but also really emotional. Like 1 minute I'd be completely fine, and the next minute I'd think about the fact that I wasn't going to see my family for 6 months, and suddenly everything would hit me again. But I also had this feeling deep down that this experience was going to change me in the best way. And honestly, there's something so special about airport moments before a long flight. Everyone's going somewhere different, everyone has their own story, and for me, this plane was taking me toward a life I had dreamed about for such a long time. So after all the waiting, checking bags, security lines, and airport walking, we finally got on the plane and started the 7-hour flight to Dubai. I had the chili garlic prawns, which were actually kinda good. I give those like a 7 out of 10. And I had the chickpea salad. Honestly, 2 out of 10. You can see on my face. I tried to convince myself I liked it because I was hungry, but I just couldn't do it. And then for dessert, I had like a chocolate dessert thing. I don't know what it's called, but it was okay. It was 6 out of 10. And they also gave us a breakfast pastry later on, but I never actually tried it because at that point my sleep schedule and appetite were completely confused. I feel like long flights put you in this weird time walk where you genuinely don't know what day it is anymore. And this clip right here was actually the first time I saw light in like 5 hours. We were flying over complete darkness for so long, and then suddenly you could see lights from a nearby city in the distance, and it honestly felt so comforting for some reason. There's something really strange about being above the clouds in the middle of the night, knowing you are somewhere between countries and continents and time zones. Anyway, so we landed in Dubai and had about a 2 hour layover, which honestly wasn't long enough to really do much. Most of the time was just spent trying to wake ourselves up, finding the next gate, and figuring out what was even happening anymore. But this was a trip to the next plane. We actually had to get on a bus to board, which I always think feels kind of chaotic, but also like you in a movie, kind of. And then somehow we got upgraded to business class. I still genuinely can't believe that even happened. And honestly, I'm convinced it was the Lord looking out for me, because there was a really annoying guy sitting in the middle seat in economy, and I already know I would not have survived that overnight flight. So, thank you, Lord, for the unexpected blessing, because I barely slept even in business class. I don't know how people can sleep on planes, because I genuinely can't do it. Every tiny sound wakes me up. Every bit of turbulence scares me, and somehow I always end up watching the flight map every 20 minutes, like that's helping anything. But the food on this flight was definitely better. I had a breakfast platter, which I'd give like an 8 out of 10, and the yogurt was actually really nice. And later they brought us nuts as a snack, which made me feel weirdly sophisticated, even though I was literally just sitting there exhausted, drinking a Coke and trying to stay alive. For lunch, I had the tomato soup, which was honestly really good, but at this point I started feeling really motion sick because of the turbulence that got really bad. I tried eating the rest of the meal, but I genuinely couldn't, because every time the plane shook I felt so much worse. I remember just staring out the window, trying to distract myself and hoping we'd land soon. And then this was the moment we started getting into Scandinavia. You can literally see the ice on the window, and I think that was the moment I realized just how cold the place was going to be. Also, just a little side note, Peace by Taylor Swift is my plain calm down song, and just any calm down song in general. Anyways, coming from Cape Town to Scandinavia was actually such a shock. I was already scared with the cold before leaving, and then seeing actual ice on the plane window did not help. And please listen to the sound of this landing, because it's genuinely so terrifying. I don't know if all planes sound like this landing in cold weather, but I was gripping the armrest for my life. But we made it. Thankfully, God willingly, we made it. This was the ride from the airport to where I'm staying, but the next clips you're about to see, it looks really dark, but it's actually 2:30 in the afternoon. But this first night or afternoon or whatever was really special to me. I was excited, overwhelmed, exhausted, nervous, literally every single emotion you can feel all at once. And what's so crazy to me now is looking back at these clips and realizing that all these places that felt so unfamiliar that first night, every street, every building, every train station, every little coffee shop, and now these are the places I know like the back of my hand. It's weird how a city can slowly become home without you even realizing it. This was the breakfast at the hotel we stayed at for the first few days. This is my iron tablet. I don't know why I'm taking a video of myself. I just want you to see the outside. We went to a 7-Eleven type place last night, and I got a chai latte. It was so good. And then I got a brownie. I'm inside the brownie right now. I got this peach iced black tea on Dubai airport, and I'm only drinking it now. I also have this little pastry thing that I got on the plane, like a breakfast pastry type thing. But I started eating it yet either. Probably gonna get thrown in the bag, to be honest with you. Let's try this brownie. I can already feel it's gonna be a good brownie. Out of 10 gold stars. Anyways, bye. think those first few mornings was such a blur because everything still felt temporary. Like my brain hadn't fully caught up to the fact that this wasn't just a holiday. I was actually moving to this place. And I have so many upcoming vlogs about settling in, figuring out life here, meeting people, culture shocks, homesickness, funny moments, and just my overall experience studying abroad. But genuinely, this has been one of the most transformative periods of my life. I feel like I've grown so much already, and I'm so grateful every single day that I get to live here. There have definitely been difficult moments too, but I wouldn't trade this experience for anything. This is a little Swedish tradition called fika, and I do it a lot. It's basically just a time to slow down with friends or family and have a little break in the day. But this is a grocery store that we went to also that night, I think. And then this was the day I moved out of the hotel and officially started settling into my own place, which made everything feel even more real. These clips over here were the cathedral, and just listen to the music. I think moments like that made everything slow down for a second. When you first move somewhere new, everything feels so fast and overwhelming all the time, so moments of quiet become really meaningful. And then, of course, we took the train to the Mall of Scandinavia because apparently no matter what country you are in, going to the mall is always part of the experience.
Daddy, there was a photo. There was a photo.
And then finally, it was the last day with my parents. We had IKEA meatballs and princess cake, which is a very common Swedish tradition. I think that was the moment that everything truly hit me, because up until then it still felt like we were all on a trip together, but from that point on this journey would be just mine. And honestly, that was really scary but also really exciting.
Hey, oh my god. That's delicious. Wow.
Because the city that once felt so unfamiliar was slowly becoming my life, and this was only the beginning.
I don't know how citrusy taste. It is worth the hype. It's like a layer of custard and then cake. The custard is nice.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned for the next vlogs.
The fondant. Very nice.